Hey everyone, it's Lainey. Welcome back. Today is a New Year reset, is what I'm calling it. I need to label some things that I use in my craft room to get a little more organized. So let's just go ahead and dive in. If you watched any of my Christmas videos, you may recognize this, the Christmas countdown. This blank here was from Walmart. It is magnetic. I am going to turn it over and use it in my craft room for some recording content, just to make little notes. So I've got this vinyl here and I'm using all Tech Wrap today, and I'm using their matte because I really like the way that looks, and I am really loving Tech Wrap. It cuts well, it weeds well, and like I said, I really love the matte finish versus the gloss. And I know that you cannot see kind of what's going on right now because the backer is white. So just bear with me for a moment. I've got to weed out the little centers here. This says recording content, and I'm going to put this as the heading or the title on our metal hanger. And this metal decor hanger here, it's actually going to be in my craft room on a refrigerator. So when I go over there to get more water while I'm working in my craft space, I can be reminded of some goals that I have. Alright, so bringing back in my blank here, let's go ahead and remove these magnets. These magnet clips did not come with this. I'm not sure where we purchased these. We've had these for a while. So I'm sorry that I cannot give you that information, but they are just metal magnet clips. I'm going to come in with my alcohol pump and a paper towel and just wipe this surface clean so our vinyl has ample opportunity to get stuck down and stay down. And I am not one for New Year's resolutions, but I am always writing down ideas and, well, really writing down everything. I'm a list girl. My husband does everything in his phone on the notes, and I am just not. I'm the old school. I'm the girl in school that had the planner and was constantly writing in her planner. And so now that those days are over, I'm still writing lists on paper. And this sheet of transfer tape came with the pack of vinyl from Tech Wrap, and they work well together. Let me make some space here. Move that aside. It is quite sticky. As well. Well, I did not mean to get that as crooked as I did, but it kind of just stuck together. So let me get my scraper here. Alright, coming in with my scraper, I'm going to varnish down both sides. Really applying the pressure so that vinyl can stick to that transfer sheet. And turn it over and repeat that process. And my scraper is Tech Wrap too. So lots of Tech Wrap. I am really enjoying this vinyl. Alrighty, so I am going to do my best to make this straight. I'm hoping that that is not crooked, because the transfer sheet, the grids are playing with my eye, and it was kind of hard for me to differentiate on what was going on. I'm going to come in with my weeding tool again just to help pick up that transfer tape, removing it slowly just to make sure everything had adhered, and it seems to adhere well. Like I said, the alcohol really helps prep that surface. So let's see. It's straight, thank goodness. So recording content, and then I've got these two titles here. I'm going to cut them apart. And one title will go here, and then there, and then the hooks. Let me see if this is going to work. You know what? Maybe these should go at the bottom, just to break that up. Yeah, I think I like this better. All right. Just kind of laying it out and testing it here. Yeah, I think we'll do it like that. And I've just got a little bit more to weed out here. Just the centers. I'm going to use my ring weeder instead of sticking it to my finger, because sometimes these little guys do not want to come off of any other material. So I really like using this ring weeder. Okay, so I have these weeded, and I'm going to come in and use the same transfer tape here that we just used, and let's see if I can do a better job of placing this down on our vinyl. I'm going to trim it a bit. Alrighty. And I'm going to cut this down, and let's see if I can salvage this little piece, and let's see if this will work. Part of the letter, you'll probably see in a moment, it's kind of bent, but I think it'll still adhere to our metal sign just fine, but I may have to cut it back out. We will see. Okay, repeating the process. Just going to varnish down on both sides. They're very intricate letters. One, it being a script font, and two, it is much smaller of a text size. So I'm going to have to work slowly just to ensure I don't lose anything. Let's bring in our blanket again, and let's see here. Perfect. Okay, so I just cut some printer paper out just to give me a size reference. So, oh, nervous. Okay, so we've got Crafted by Lucas here. And this is the other one for our second list. Yeah, this one needs a little more pressure. Scrape it down just a hair more. Okay. And let's line these up. This is not my... I struggle with aligning. I am really bad at it. But practice makes perfect, right? So I'll just keep on keeping on and hope for the best every time. Okay. Allowing my weeding tool just to help me pick up that carrier sheet or the transfer sheet. And I did lose some I's in both of these words, but that's okay. I knew that I probably would. So let's split this up here. And let's see how it looks. These magnets are super strong. Okay, so this is my recording content. I can just take a pen, write a quick note, rip it off if I need to. I really just like how fast this is going to be for me. And we've got our channel Crafted by Lucas, which is what you're watching today, and my upcoming channel, The Nomadic Housewife, content there. This will be launching soon, so stay tuned if you're interested in how I live. Something really interesting about my husband's lifestyle and mine. We actually live in a 45-foot Winnebago toy hauler fifth wheel. Yes, so this craft space it was the garage of the RV. We bought it in 2016, and at that time, you know, I was at the house and he was traveling a lot for work, so this was like his man cave on wheels, so to speak. And well, he works a lot, he travels full time, and I quit my job and I live tiny and travel all over the United States full time. So the Nomadic Housewife is very true to my lifestyle, and it's going to be coming shortly. And what I'm currently working on is a logo, so I'm going to go ahead and write finalize logo design. And that is how it's going to work. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the next craft. Okay, guys, so these are 2 dry erase boards that I currently keep on our refrigerator in the kitchen. The craft that we just did, that is on a refrigerator that is in my craft room. That is where we have, you know, our water and our ice machine. So, because the living tiny, living in an RV, some of them come with a residential refrigerator in the kitchen, some of them do not, and ours did not. So we have a residential fridge back here, and my husband hooked up the water and all that jazz. So for the other part of the house, we have these dry erase boards that I like to keep so my husband can write down reminders for me, and I can write down reminders for him, you know, like kind of just like what needs to be worked on the house, because we are constantly moving. There's constant maintenance that you have to do living this way. So it's kind of like a honey-do list for the both of us, and then the other one is our shopping list. So here you can see that it's got the to-do and house chores, and the other, like I said, is for the groceries. And this is a matte vinyl. Like I said, I am using all tech wrap today, and I have two different purchases from Amazon, and I'll link them both down below. One was just a sampler, and then the other was some rolls, like a sampler of rolls, basically. So this S here is sticking to itself, so I've got to be very careful and fix this real quick before we move forward. I'm just going to move the S down here at the bottom of my glass mat and remove the rest of this. Yeah, those S's, it's just not wanting to work as easily as the other letters, but oh, well, that is not in the right spot. Let's see here. I'm trying to pay attention to the cut lines on the backer. There we go. Alrighty, and I will link this font down below. I believe that this is a font that I downloaded from dafont.com. Let's get our transfer tape. You know what? Let's just try to use this piece again. Let's see. Well, Maybe we can't. It's not quite big enough, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my scissors and cut a new piece. And I'm going to go ahead and trim this down to size. So I'm not being wasteful. And let's grab that weeding tool again and get this varnish down and ready for our transfer. I am so excited. Ooh, no, no, no. Goodness sakes. I am so excited that it is a new year. I woke up not feeling the best this morning. Little stopped up, had to take a Claritin, but it is cold outside and I just love the winter. And we're typically down south around this time. You know what, I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm talking, sorry. I need to prep my surface real quick. I still have quite a bit of alcohol on this. So I am just getting this top part clean where we're going to apply that vinyl. Let's go ahead and bring in our second board here. And these were just from Walmart. I think they were like $2. And started out with one, had one for a while, and we needed another one. So, bringing this in. And let's just center align this. Okay. I love this handwriting font. Especially for home items like this. Okay, just being careful. And that looks phenomenal. All right, shopping list, and let's bring in our to-do list. Let's see if we can reuse this transfer tape. Is it long enough? It is. Perfect. Okay. I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, it was cold, the new year. We're usually, okay, so I am from Texas. I'm not sure if you have been able to notice with the accent that may come out from time to time. I am from White House, Texas. It's East Texas. The biggest city next to us is Tyler and then Dallas. But living this way, I have been so fortunate to travel to many, many, many states. And I love Colorado, Utah, Wyoming. That, man, one day when our life slows down, that is where I want to reside. You know, being from the South and not really ever having a winter, I really love colder weather. I love the snow and the beautiful pine trees that look like Christmas trees. I just love it. So being in the South right now, it was cold this morning. Took my Claritin. I'm definitely going to put a chicken on to boil for some homemade soup today. But yeah, anyways. So craft number 2 and 3, I guess, we've got our shopping list and our to-do list, our house chores. And these already have the magnets on the back, and they're just going to stick to the refrigerator and make my life a little easier and more organized. So let's go ahead and move on to the next craft. So going to come in with these trays. I use these for a back to school video in August. These are from Dollar Tree, and I have been moving around things in my craft space, And I am going to be using these in my IKEA drawers for my 110-pound cardstock and my printer paper. So I need to weed out those text. But first, this is a mess. Let me do a mid-craft cleanup. Alrighty, so back with this matte white. I had to cut the 110-pound cardstock out twice because it was something in my machine made it dirty, which was odd because this wasn't the first cut that I was doing. I just cut something out on another, actually white vinyl, and it was fine. So very odd, but this is going to allow me to know, or really my husband, when he opens this drawer, because he's going to need to use the printer, he grabs the right paper. So just being very careful here. Okay, and once more, just going to use my ring weeder and remove these centers. I'm going to come in and try to reuse this transfer tape. And you know what, let's see if we can use this again for the second one. I'm going to move this aside and varnish this down, both sides. Okay, and bringing in our beautiful magenta plastic tray. I always gravitate towards magenta for, man, many years. I love this color pink. I'm just going to go ahead and clean both of the bottoms here because I'm going to apply the vinyl. Okay, and let's peel this back and see how this worked. Let's go from the other side. Okay, and this says 110-pound cardstock, and I measured this so it could be full with paper and still be able to see this text. So I need to align it at the base of this paper holder here. Okay, just using my fingers to varnish that down. Okay, well, nope, needs a little more work. Let's come in with our scraper and apply a little more pressure. No sir, get down. Come on. Alrighty, so 110-pound cardstock. I love this white paired with the pink. It just pops so beautifully. Alright, let's bring in our printer paper and repeat the process. Okay. Oh, Lainey Nicole. Did that really? Because I've used this transfer tape a couple of times. It's curling and sticking to itself, and I lost an A. So let's see if I can salvage this. It's got a little poke hole on it up at the top, but I think it'll be okay. Alrighty. Lining towards the bottom once more. Trying to make sure that it's centered line as well. And let's just get this scraped down. Alrighty. Okay, and now I'm going to dispose of this now because it is it still has some stick to it, but it's curling and it is messing me up. So printer paper and our 110-pound cardstock, and they're actually just going to go in the IKEA drawer as so. But now my husband will not get confused with the cardstock and the printer paper. Okay, so I have this acrylic file folder, and I keep vinyl in here. I have my vinyl scraps and my iron-on scraps. And here's some just puff vinyl that I put in here. So I have, like I said, I am moving things around, and I did have vinyl scraps in the center, but now where this is located, you can't see that. So I want to add the vinyl scraps. I want to move it closer to the handle itself. So I cut it out in a pale pink because this actually sits behind my mug press. And I thought that the mug press has this teal color in it. So I thought the pink and the teal would pair well together since they are on the same shelf together. And I use multiple things from IKEA. My desk is from IKEA. I've got a drawer system and also the cubes. So this is on one of the cubes. And the obvious here, just removing the little cuts from the center of the letters. Man, this matte vinyl has changed my life. I don't want to go back to a gloss. I know it will be necessary for many projects, but I'm just loving the colors. I'm loving how it cuts. Weeds. Let's get a new piece cut. And here I go. It's got grid lines and I'm cutting crooked. Goodness sakes. Okay. Oh, I got a little piece. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the transfer tape and get this varnish down, but I need to prep the surface. I don't want to forget that. So let's just do this real quick and then bring in the alcohol. Once more, it is still wet, so I am just cleaning that off real quick. And let's just go ahead and bring this in. Probably gonna have to stand up here. Okay. And just going to align it close to that handle. Okay. Just scraping it down. I do have a little vinyl exposed here at the bottom, so just avoiding that so I don't damage the vinyl that is exposed with the scraper. Okay, and very carefully going to have a little extra piece of vinyl there. I got it off. Okay. And just going to remove this very sticky transfer tape, slow and steady. Okay. And there we have it, vinyl scraps. And I did not dot, I didn't dot the I. And here you have it. Can you see that? My lights are interfering. Let's see. Yeah, vinyl scraps. And like I said, this just goes in my cube storage, and my Cricut mug press sits in front. The colors will pair nicely together. Okay, I just have a few random things that I want to label. And these are all from Dollar Tree. This is my resin box. I have yet to try it, but I cannot wait to get into resin. I want to make bookmarks. You know, you see them all over Pinterest and TikTok. They've been around, or people have been making them forever, and Always been drawn to it. So this is my starter kit, my starter resin kit, and we need to put a label on that guy. And then I have these little magnetic boxes here, or boxes, circles, what are they called? Well, it says it a magnetic box. Okay, so I have these little magnetic boxes here, and these are a smaller size, obviously, but I have these attached to my craft cart. This has some embossing powder in it, and I just need to label these, and then I think we will be done. Okay, so I have this stuff weeded out already because it's, you know, white on white and you can't see it, but I'll show you the transfer so you can see kind of where my head's at. I'm going to go ahead and open this. I am only going to be using one of these today. I'm not quite sure on what I want to use the other one for as of yet. So let's wipe this off, and going to wipe off my container, and I'm not sure if I want to put it on the front or on the side of it. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to end up having to put it on the front, but it's just in my craft cart. Okay. Oh, I have the transfer tape on here, and I'm just going to varnish it down. I do have a text. Uh-oh, I lost the S. Oh no. Well, I didn't realize that. I'm not going to be able to use it. I'm going to have to cut that one back out. Crud. Okay. So, once more, using the same vinyl, and this is really small font size, and it did great. I am so impressed. So what I want to do is we are just going to cut these apart and place them on our containers. This is our embossing powder for card making. And I need to dump this back into the container. And well, I do have a miscellaneous, so I guess I did have one for both. The other one said sticker because my logos are round. I wanted to make some stickers and put it in here so I have them on hand. I make stuff for my husband's job, so I use my logo stickers on the packaging. So that's why I wanted to use this little circle for that. I do need to cut out some more though. So I think I'm going to post a video about that, how to make stickers in 2024 with your Cricut. I'm sure many people got Cricut machines for Christmas, and they're on YouTube and Google trying to figure that machine out. So I thought that would be nice for me to, or a good content idea. Alrighty, so we've got those. And let me think. So it says stickers, it's plural, but I wonder if I can just move the S over and just have sticker, so I'm not wasting this. Okay. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and bring this one in, and I did not wipe the surface down, I don't believe. So let's do that real quick. Alrighty, and then we've got our little sticker. Perfect. Alrighty, so let's move those aside and bring in our resin box. And again, Dollar Tree. And you can see here that it comes with I'll link the package down below. I haven't used it, but it had really good reviews. It's got quite a bit to it, and it fit perfectly in this box, or this container. So now let's get this transferred over. This is a small sliver. You know what? Let me just cut out a new piece. Alrighty. Well, it's a little offset because it was just attracted to one another. And there we go. Do I want it centered? Or do I want it down below? I think I want it right here. And I am going to just use my scraper. You could use your finger as well, but this covers more surface area than my little fingers do, so there we go. Well, and there we have it, our last craft. Is it? Yes, I believe it is. All right, guys, so this is everything aside from the scrap bin here. If this inspired you to get a little more organized for the new year, definitely consider giving this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and I would love it if you subscribed. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. We've got Valentine's Day coming up. You don't want to miss out. I promise you, I got some good things coming to the channel in the future. All right, guys. Bye.